Celebrity Scoop.
From Truly, Madly, Deeply to Die Hard and Snape in the Harry Potter films, our Actors Week concludes with Alan Rickman, one of Britain's favourite actors, winner of a BAFTA, a Golden Globe, an Emmy, a Screen Actors Guild Award. He stars and directs his new film, A Little Chaos, that came out today alongside Kate Winslet, which tells the story of a female landscape gardener working in the gardens of Versailles.
The Palace of Versailles shall be the heart of our kingdom, with gardens of exquisite and matchless beauty. Heaven shall be here. Louis XIV, in one of his less inspired moments, points at a piece of land and says, "I want Versailles Gardens there." He's pointing at a mosquito-ridden swamp where, with terrible irrigation problems, where nobody should be trying to build a formal garden. The fact that it exists at all is unbelievable. Alison Deegan, who wrote the script, has whipped 35 years off his age so that he can also be involved in a slow burn love story with Kate Winslet's character, who couldn't possibly have existed, she being a woman landscape gardener. No women would have had a job at that time.
What attracted you to be part of it?
Well, that whole idea of it and the kind of free and easy relationship with historical accuracy I thought was irresistible. And also just Alison's ear for dialogue. It may be something to do with her Irishness, but it lifts itself off the page in a way that, you want to speak it. And then the images are very arresting, or, the ones that you hope you can recreate.
I read in a newspaper article where you talked about actors and that you like actors who don't act.
Yeah, I've got that might be a bit of a blanket statement, since I've done quite a bit of evident acting on a few occasions. It just depends what's required. And in this film, we need you to believe everything. So we need you to be convinced that you're watching three-dimensional human beings, not in any sense two-dimensional cutouts or, a piece of energy. These are people we watch them saying nothing, and we watch them thinking, and we watch them fall in love. These are unnameable things to do. And so acting with a capital A doesn't really come into it.
That's something we as watchers want to see. We want to believe that you really are that person.
Yeah, and it's what we want you to believe. It's the aim of it all. It's not just a self-indulgent exercise. We're telling a story, and we should all be focused on the fact that at some point, let's hope this phenomenon doesn't get killed by the advances of technology, but that at some point, 30 or 300 or 1,000 people will gather in a dark room, the lights will go down, and a story will be told. I think it kind of helps us figure out who we are.
I mean, I heard recently on a survey that actually more people are quite excited about going back and having that cinema experience again, regardless of the fact you can have a home movie theatre in your home. People still like being with other people and sharing that experience.
Yeah, let's hope. It'll be a sad day if it doesn't happen, but maybe the fact that people are going back to vinyl is a precursor of the fact that we'll all... Let's do that old-fashioned thing of going to the movies together.
Do you think that with a movie like this as well, we're very good, it seems, in this country, having that real sense of... this is a BBC film, isn't it? And it's that sense of we know how to do those kind of productions. And as a director, what did you want to get out of it?
Yeah, but I hope that people don't think, I get it, from the poster, this is one of those nice BBC period films. I don't think it's that at all. It's not as safe as that, or whatever image you want to take from that label. I think this is quite emotionally risky, and it's also quite sexy, and it's about a man and a woman coming together as equals. It's not about a load of preconceived ideas with some bows around them.
I was speaking to my wife at the weekend, which was nice. I was talking to her about you coming onto the show, and she said, he's just cool in everything he does. He just uses that coolness. Is that something you've worked very hard at over the years, or is it just you, Alan Rickman?
Now, how do I answer that question?
I don't know. Give it a go.
Thank you to your wife. I have no idea what she means, and I dare say that if I did, anything called cool would drop away immediately.
I'm sure you've heard the Family Guy phone call of Alan Rickman talking to Alan Rickman, haven't you?
I have not. Yeah, you can play it after you've said goodbye to me.
But it's a wonderful thing that.
Why would I want to listen to that?
No, but it's about the fact that you are so. I mean, I'm being honest with you. People just love you as an actor, but we also love the fact that you've got this incredible voice that people like to hear as well as see visually your acting, and that must feel good.
You probably would say the same. If you hear your own voice, you probably immediately go, "Who's that?" Everybody hears their own voice differently too. I don't know. I probably wouldn't recognise it. I don't watch myself in films, but if a film came on and I heard a voice, I probably wouldn't know it was me.
And have you not seen many of your own movies?
I've seen rather a lot of this one, A Little Chaos, since I've been in the editing room for a year. And of course, if you want a quick route to losing ego, direct your own self in a movie and then have to listen to yourself.
You don't enjoy that, of seeing yourself in a movie?
No, because it's not part of the deal. It goes back to what we were saying about believing it or not. That's all I'm interested in. If you watch yourself, I promise you, and any actor will tell you the same, you'll just see what you're doing wrong.
This project, is it worthy of us?
She's very clever at what she does, I think.
Why me?
I watched her in my garden. I was curious.
Because a lot of actors I've spoken to who are then directed by a fellow actor feel actually quite good about that they know a little bit more, maybe. Do you think that feels right?
I suppose what I focus on a lot of the time is something that I've learnt as an actor, which is to focus very hard on the other person, the one that's talking, because if you hear what they're saying very accurately, then what you say will become completely automatic, because it'll just be an answer. It won't be, and here's how I rehearsed this speech last night, which we don't want. We want there to be an impulse to speak because of what you just heard, and then that becomes the same for the other actor, and then suddenly you've got something interesting going on.
Are you planning to direct more?
Absolutely. If not on film immediately, then in the theatre. It's sort of now in my blood, I guess, and but it won't stop me also. Being an actor is a much more animal, instinctive activity, and I enjoy that as well.
Alan Rickman, thank you for being with me on BBC Radio Ken. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.